Guys, welcome back to Codin. So guys, I hope you all are taking care of yourself and having a lovely time. Thank you so much for your support on the recent short video. So guys, in the today's video we are going to discuss about relational model and some of the terminologies, as you could see in the thumbnail also. What we are going to learn, what is a relation, what do we mean by domain, tuples, attributes, cardinality, views. Means what are these terminologies that whatever we use in relational model, and how we are going to work with this help of relational model. So guys, if you're new to my channel, please do like it, share, subscribe to my channel. Already on my YouTube channel I have posted videos of C++, Java, Python, and also the short videos that I have started, which really gonna help you in Excel. So guys, if you like the content, please do like it, share, and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started with the video without wasting any. So now, as we already discussed in the previous video, that what is the different types of models that we have, what is database and everything what I have discussed in the previous video. If you are not clear about that thing, please do check my previous videos. The link is at the top right corner also, and also you can check the playlist. So now the first of our very thing is that is relational model. As we discussed previously, that relational model is something in which we perform the things based upon relations, and also what we have, we have a rows and columns involved into it. So basically when we are talking about relational models, everything will work upon relations, and according to a relation only the things will be worked. So basically the relational model was provided by EF Code. As you can see on the screen, this was the one who founded the relational model, and it is of IBM, and it is now a very important part of database management system. So basically the relational model has established itself as the primary data model for commercial data processing application, and its success has led to the application outside data processing in computer system and other environments very easy. So there are some terminologies that we need to understand while working with relational data model. So let's understand these terminologies one by one. Coming to the very first terminology, that we have a relation. As we talked that it is a relational data model. So first of all, the things that is being known to us and we need to understand is that is what is a relation. Anything that the data is arranged in row and column, that is called as a relation. Now when we are talking about relation, we need to keep in mind some of the properties of a relation. Number one property that you can see on the screen is, in any given column of table, all items same kind, whereas item in different columns may not be of same kind. What does it mean? That the column of a given table, items can be of different kind, but all the columns cannot be of different kind. So basically it tells that data can be different, as we have shown in the previous example I have shown you in the previous case. Now this will be more clear when I show you example with the help of domain. That is the next terminology that we will learn. Second is, for a row and a column must have atomic value, means they must have a number, and also for a row and also for a column cannot have more than one value. Third property is that all rows of a relation are distinct. That is, a relation does not contain two rows which are identical in every column. So this is the way each row of a relation can be uniquely identified. For that we uniquely identify, we will be using keys. Next is, the ordering of rows within a relation is immaterial, which means that we cannot retrieve a row just by saying row number 5. We need to know the column name of that, and only that will be able to assess it. Similarly, the columns of the relation are just need to be assigned distinct names, and the ordering of them is columns is also immaterial. So this is the properties that we are working with. Relation property that we talk about is a domain. Now whenever we're talking about a domain is basically a pool of values from the actual values appearing in a given column. Suppose say when I want to say we have a table. So as you can see on the screen, you have a table, that is, you have shipment, suppliers, and when on the top you can see a circle, that is a domain. Now basically when the values are appearing in SUPP, that is supply hash, I have used over here. They are S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. You can see both of them are available in shipments as well as the supplier table. So a domain is said to be the atomic if elements are domain are considered to be indivisible unit. Now if say I want to access some data. Now what are the domains over here? In the shipment table, the supplier S1 is selling 10 units, and the item I2 from the ship table of supplier, it is said to be Delhi. So basically whatever I am using over here, it will be based upon the whatever domain it is holding and what is the common link between the two tables. So basically a crucial feature of relational data model is that association between rows are represented by solely by data values in columns drawn from a common domain. As you can see a domain over here, accordingly the values are being used into the both of the tables. So this is to make you clear that what do we mean by a domain. You will be more clear when we will work with the SQL queries. That we have is a tuple and a attributes. So now what do we mean by tuple? Basically the rows of a table are generally referred to as tuples. The columns of the table are generally referred to as attributes. So this is the basic difference. We will not be calling it as row or column. We will be calling it as a tuple or attribute. As you can see on the screen also, this is the basic difference between a row and a column. Means row are in this form and the columns are in the other format. So this is the basic difference whenever I am talking about a row and a column, that rows are called as tuples and the columns are called as an attributes. So whenever I am talking about a row, so the row will be in a horizontal form and the columns will be in a vertical form. Next terminology that we are going to use over here is a degree. Now what I am talking about degree, basically the number of attributes in a relation determines the degree of a relation. A relation can have 3 attributes or a relation can be having a 1 attribute. Similarly, a relation can have a n number of attributes. Basically, relations of a degree that we have unary, ternary, binary, and n-ary means number of relations that will be according to will be having in a relational data model according to the number of degree will be having. If they are having 3, that is called as a ternary. If they are having 2, it is called as a binary. That we have is a cardinality. So basically, what do we mean by cardinality? The number of tuples in a relationship is called as a cardinality. The cardinality of shipment relation is 9. So as you can see in the table over here, shipments we are having. So total number we are having here as cardinality we are having here as 9. Similarly, the cardinality of suppliers over here is 5. So this is the basically difference what we are talking about. Cardinality means the number of rows that are available in a table that are called as a cardinality. As you can see on the screen also, shipments are having 9 numbers and the suppliers are having 5. So that is why it is according to that cardinality we are telling the number of cardinality. This can be asked you as a question that check the cardinality, check the degree of the desired relational model. The terminology that we use over here is a view. Now whenever talking about a view is nothing but just a virtual table that does not really exist in its own but is instead derived from one or more modifying table. So as you can see over the table over here, we have definition of the view, we have a table over here. So basically this concept tells us that we have a virtual table enabled from which we can assess the data and basically we will work with views. So you will be clear about what do we mean by views when we are going to perform any query, updating, inserting. Basically we can do everything with the help of a view table that we consider as a base table. So these will be more clear when we are going to work with the SQL. So to be in touch with learning the SQL queries, do follow my videos and do subscribe to the channel so that you get every content explained to you with a very detailed explanation and each and everything with an example. So we are going to discuss about the keys also in the next lesson. That is basically what we mean by primary key, candidate key, alternate key, origin key, and what are the keys that are available in database. I have not made the keys also explained in this video because keys is something concept we need to understand each and everything with an example. This was just to tell you that the number of terminologies that are available. I hope you must be clear about the which terminologies that are available in database and how we need to use that terminology. So guys, if you like the content that I post, please do like it, share, subscribe to my channel and keep sharing as much as possible and help me get more subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. Keep smiling and take care.